Okay, and away we go again. In the Directors Commentaries, of which I've done quite a few, and you can see them right here on this YouTube channel, just go to the Directors Commentary playlist, I was able to give you a behind-the-scenes look at what was going on during the making of Survivorman. In other words, when I was out there on a Survivorman expedition. But these training videos, well, they're basically a walk down memory lane for me. This is a look at the behind the scenes of everything I was learning so that I could be well prepared before I was dropped off for a week in some jungle or some desert or on a mountain somewhere, and then go through the survival, and then practice the techniques that I've been shown, and of course, present them or represent them to you on camera as I was living them out throughout the week. This was always one of the biggest thrills for me. This was something that I became very proud of, the fact that while so many other survival instructors were phenomenal experts in their area, their geographical location, they weren't getting the well-roundedness that I was blessed and lucky and privileged to be able to get because I created the Survivorman series. So I found myself learning from people in Sri Lanka or the Amazon jungle or the Arctic, or in this case, the South Pacific, the Cook Islands. Anyway, Mark Burnett's reality TV series, Survivor, was very popular, and they had filmed in the Cook Islands on a particular island. I think it was called Roatong or something like that. Roata, I can't remember. I can't remember. Look it up. But in any event, this was the very same island, I believe, that I was going to be dropped off on to film Survivorman. And now, what did that mean? Did I find any discoveries? The only thing that they actually left behind. So I got to give them the kudos for cleaning up. They cleaned up very well because with the Survivor series, there's 30 to 50 camera crew involved. So it's a little mini city that develops in producing those shows. They'd been on this island where I was going to go. Of course, they weren't showing the skills that I knew I could show you. And all they really left behind was, I think, about a half a dozen rotting wood pallets. And I'm quite certain it's the pallets they would have used for their production team to set up a tent on, to get all of their camera equipment and when they're downloading footage from camera cards and stuff like that. In any event, this is the South Pacific, the Cook Islands. Let's watch. Good day. Are we wet sitting it?
Oh yeah, because we're gonna go in.
Yeah, no, it all works for me. I just didn't know.
Cold, man.
Yeah, see, in Canada, this would be a hot summer.
What the hell are you talking about? Yeah, that's the sand. The sand is where I have the stick, and you can just poke it. There you go, buddy.
Ah, whoa. And now, is that the stonefish?
No, that's a flounder.
Flounder. Okay. Look at that.
Did you see that?
I didn't really see him though, no. I'm gonna have to learn how to recognize.
See, what you see when you walk around in a place like this is they start moving. What they do is they camouflage into the sands like this. See now? That's how they look like. It's completely covered. So you just get on the top and then poke it.
Right. And there's nothing on him that stabs or anything. Okay.
There's a lot of them around here.
And to eat them,
to eat them, you just cook it. Easy ways of cutting. Anything with the fish, you just pick it where the wings is. So if you have a knife, so what we do is we pick it like this and cut it all out. That's the softest part, so you stick it in. All right. And that's it, mate. Just cut everything out, okay?
Yep, let's get the guts out, cook them up.
Yeah. And then we'll do the cooking when we're doing the hunting, and that's it, man. So
Excellent.
you eat the whole thing. It's nice.
Oh, you eat the skin too?
Yeah, you eat the skin because once you got plenty of meat there.
That's great.
For 3 days, there were flounder all around me when I walked in the water. Now that I have a spear, they're nowhere to be found. What's happened is that they've become aware of me. They've sensed me as a threat and have moved on to elsewhere in the lagoon until I stop entering the water. This is just another part of becoming aware of the natural cycles and rhythms of an area when you're attempting to survive.
Flick your knife, just hit your knife like that, and then you sort of like scrape it.
Okay.
So like scrape it,
Yeah,
and then you let it come like that. So that's
Yeah.
one rope for you. See, strong.
Yeah.
And another thing is for your tongs. So this, and it gets a smaller one. Okay. So you go longer. It have to be the green one too, like that. Okay. Longer, and then about that. So the other side, and then all you have to do is just, buddy, fold it. If it's not equal, so get the fish and then we'll please. That's it.
Okay. Okay.
Good. Okay, next, it get cooler. I mean, you climatize it now, So, a place that you're gonna say. So, say for instance, you move if it's a removable thatches that you have. So, what we do is on the island is we get a lot of coconut leaves like these. So before I'm talking about half an hour, you wanted to go to bed and to chill. So your bonfire, you can do it to all the country in the world. So like especially a tropical area. So what you do is that's your height and that's how that's your tall. So say 3, 1, 2, 3 here, and you dig just basically for basically it's for you to lay in. So you dig a hole, but your size, say about a big, and you do your bonfire here. So for half an hour, and then once it's all settled, or whatever the charcoal is there, take a little bit out, not all of them, and then you put another layer, say about that much, layer on, but no charcoals, no
Layer of
nothing.
what?
Layer of sand.
Yep.
And then you lay on it.
Okay.
So if you're really, really cold, then you dig it deeper. Then at that time, once you get underneath, you cover yourself. Just your head is out. You cover yourself with the sand.
With sand.
Yeah. You cover yourself with the sand. Just to keep
So
you
you've
warm.
got fire, you've got a layer of sand on top of the fire.
Yeah.
You've got some palm. You got the palm fronds down. Okay.
Yeah.
Palm is down. Get on top of that, and then
But you cover yourself with with this.
yeah.
Yeah. You cover yourself with that.
Yeah.
But because it's not that cold. But if it's really, really cold, no palm.
Just
sand.
Lay on the sand and then more
Poof,
sand
cover
on
yourself.
top.
Yeah. So cover yourself.
That'd be toasty.
Yeah.
What's cold here? How cold's it get?
Oh man. Cold here around about the 20 in the mid 20s is very cold.
Mid-20s. That's not freezing, remember, right?
No. Just
Okay, so-
you can feel it. See, like now, this is around about around about what 2 hours.
If we get 20 at night in Canada, we're like the sheets are off, the fans on,
it's
we're like
20,
we're
it's
sweating.
very cold here.
We're all like, oh man, it's a hot night.
But yeah, because we once you live here
bodies-
for long,
it's
for
all
long,
used
so
to-
you'll climb it.
If you came up to Canada, the first thing you do would be freezing.
Yeah, I know.
And it would be
In the
because
Rarotonga, the same thing.
it's different. Different body gets used to it.
Yeah.
Really. Okay, cool. What now? Are we gonna
Yeah, we'll
head
go
out fishing or?
Yeah, we gotta head out.
Try this?
Yeah, try our
In most places around the world, fishing at night is a way to advantage yourself for being productive, for being able to catch fish. There's something about lights on the water that attracts all kinds of fish. And you can use this pretty much anywhere you would go fishing. It does seem to work.
What we try to do here is not to be so tight because you strangle the
flame?
Yeah, the flame.
Okay, is that too tight?
Yeah. But then what you do is then you tie it up. Like,
much better.
and then you work your way like straps. Yeah, tie one like this and tie another one. But the key point to this one is you actually have to make sure it's fine, not too hard because it's going to strangle, so you're going to strip it about that much.
Being able to be taught a new skill or a new way of doing a skill that I already knew how to do was always a big thrill for me. So this is fishing at night in the Cook Islands.
Okay, let's go fishing. Then this, remember this, this should be hanging on you. Okay. So you're working and with your spear. The technique of the fishing is when you look, you don't look down, you look forward. Okay? You look forward. Because that's where you're going to find most of the fish, yeah? Oh, this is another one. Look, this is perfect. See, Les, this one? Here, perfect fish here. You see the tail in between? Come, Les. There.
Yeah.
Sometimes you see it, sometimes it's not underneath.
There you go. Yeah, it's one on this side.
Where? So there's a lot of features. There's the crabs. You can cook that one. You see that one? Can you see the crabs? Yep. That's it. Perfect. You got an eye for it. So good.
That's a nice big crab too.
Yep.
So why, like this, look at this. I mean, I can get right up to them.
Yep.
No, I mean, I could step on them right now.
Yeah.
And
Perfect.
just because of it being dark?
Yeah, it's been dark.
Interesting.
Yeah. So you got a lot of opportunity to get it. So low tide, sometimes high tide, but a lot more in see the perfect fish. Look.
Oh yeah, I see him.
Look at that.
There you go.
Okay, Les, your turn. I want to see your technique how you carry this thing. And you have to keep moving. I want to see if you can spot a fish. Not too fast. It's really, Les, it's really the technique, you know, of looking at the fishes. That's the most important, because fish camouflage during the nighttime. So they look like rock.
Yeah.
My grandma can do it, so can you.
That's good, man. Here goes nothing. I'm gonna grab the torch, set it on fire, and make my way to the water. Although how I'm going to carry the camera at the same time is beyond me. A lot windier than I was hoping it was going to be. I just got to make my way down to where the coral beds are. That's where the best fishing is going to be. This is not easy. Should have built the fire way down there.
Night fishing is a spooky activity. The light only gives you vision for a few feet. Sharks usually enter into the lagoon at night to feed. The chance of stepping on an extremely poisonous stonefish or painful sea urchin becomes much higher. It's one of those things that can work once you master it. You just have to take a deep breath and go for it. Given time and practice, I know I could make it successful, but it's going to take a lot of patience.
Well, I tried. Obviously, fishing with a torch made out of palm fronds at night here in the tropics is something I'm going to need to try again. The problem here was fire was too far from the coral spot, so running down there I lost a lot of the torch. So now I know. Make sure that I've got a very short distance between lighting it and getting into where the coral is to try to find the fish.
So I'm giving it another shot while I still have the energy. I would love to get myself a meal of fresh fish.
How would you do fire here?
Well, no, you can do it exactly what you're doing. So get 2 or 3 of these, and you find this is like a mud guard. It's from the top.
Yep.
The only way to get it softened, then you thread it, is you hit it like this one, like that, and then you fill it up inside. And when you start your fire, and then you fold it. Fold it, and just make sure you have one side so you can wrap it up like this. Okay. Then you won't get burned. Because I saw you get burned, so this is another trick that you want to learn. There you go. Then it's ready to go. So that's how you transfer all your fire. But the best firewood at all time is actually one of the like an ironwood. If you There's a lot of the, sort of plant here. I don't want your ass to get onto it. But you see it's not prickly around here, so that's perfect. Okay, you can watch your ass now. These are the firewood you must use it because it's really hard inside. So when they cook the rocks, it's actually, so this tree.
Yeah, ironwood.
Yeah. So you need to
feel how dense it is.
Yeah. You want to cook your fish, okay? You gather together and you bring all these rocks, all these, not from here, the one down the beach is much cleaner for you. So you load it up with fire because they cook slowly. If you want to take it inside, even better because of the wind. And you load it up as much as you can because if the bigger the fire, the better it is. You put the rocks around it, not around it, right on the top. So what happens is all settled. Once it's all settled down, not completely, with some firewoods around, and then you straighten up, put your fish there, turn around, on the rocks. But if you want to cook for tomorrow, then you can dig a hole. Then you put your fire first inside. If you want to make a decent one, it's okay. Put the fire inside and load up. And then whatever we said, we got a fish here to demo you. Okay? So we are on a learning. So you come. We are.
What the heck is that doing there?
Jubilee put it there. Okay. Yeah. So that's all you need. So you split it like this. So you got 2 there. So and again, this one. Right. So if you want to double it on each side. You just tie the end up. So you want to split open. And then you put it down. Pack the whole side so no soil will, no sand will fall in. Pack it with the rocks, and then you start covering. Say for instance, you start covering on the side, like this. Okay. Then you cover it up like that. See? Not the top, just the side. Okay. All right.
Now this next little bit of learning I was going to do, I already knew how to get into a coconut in various ways. But I was about to be shown what became for me the definitive method for getting into a coconut until just recently in the Wild Harvest series. I came across a guy in Belize who had a coconut husking machine sort of thing, little lever thing. It was perfect, so much easier. But this was the true survival way to do it. And I was really grateful to be shown this because I don't want to be overly dramatic about it and say, it changed my life. But it really did change how I existed and survived in the tropics whenever I was there. It was great to know the varying ways you could get into a coconut, because that's survival.
If I have a knife, and this is a green coconut, I was always taught to cut on this side until I get to and drink. But Jubilee was pointing out that if I don't have a knife, to take it, and he said smash it like that.
All right.
For
That
green.
Yeah, but remember, Jubilee's telling you that he's not telling you the full story.
Okay.
If you look at the coconuts, see they're all green,
Yeah.
but there's a stage of it.
Yeah, I wanted to know about this.
Yeah, that's the stage of the coconut. So that is the stage 3, which is actually in between of the shells.
Yeah.
It's not created the shell yet.
Yes.
So that's actually the stage 3. The stage 4, you can't smack it like that. But no knife. This is another method we'll try. So if you have a small knife, see, you can break it off like this and just run it off like that.
Yeah. That's interesting.
See? So easy. See how I strip it in here?
Yeah.
So how easy is it? See? I know the way Jubilee show you, it's actually the real stuff, but this is actually the real survival.
You know, this is better.
See?
It's much better.
Okay, so that's will start your fire. But this is, I didn't have any effort in it. So all you have to do is just follow it. Give it a crack. It's easy. Make sure, yeah. Here, see, remember, this is the eye. So you don't poke it here, you poke it here. Okay? Okay, turn it that way. Okay, the technique is this one. Every coconut you push down this way. That's it. You like husking it yourself.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That is just to help you get into it.
Okay.
And you have to do the rest of the work is husking this way. Okay. That's it, buddy. You're killing it. You're killing it. Can you see the eye? Yeah, poke it. Yeah, just work your way slowly on it. Yeah, inside, yeah. Yeah. You can beat Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks smash it, but you look, who would have thought that you can actually husk out of that?
Yeah.
Yeah, the most important part is you can use this as actually as shells, or you can, for a cup, or you can, or just damage it. But preferable not to damage it because it's valuable in survival. So you can use every shells, either for digging or for using as for your water, rainwater. You can use it as your cup. So you get a decent rock. You see the eye? Yeah, the eye. And you poke at the mouth, those you just work your way slowly here. What we're trying to get is get a good straight cut, so you can utilize the shells for water. You see how you get it so straight like that?
Perfect, yeah.
So you get it, and then you cut it all around.
Yeah.
I'm about 100 yards walk from my boat shelter, and I think I've found a nice little supply. Nope. Here we go. All right. I need this bad. This little baby will be the source of a lot of benefits for me. I've got 4 uses I can get out of it. And the first one is to get a drink. It's a little dangerous walking around in bare feet, but I needed to get them out of those neoprene booties, let them breathe, get some air, or I would have ended up with fungus problems. Well, I do have a dive knife, but in survival, if you have a knife, it's best to not use it if you don't have to. Any other means you can find to open things or break things or cut things instead of using up your knife are better because it saves the knife, keeps it sharp, perhaps for when you really, really need it. So survival, for sure, the best thing you can do is base everything on spending the least amount, the least amount of energy as possible. So what I'm doing here is, there's a stump, it's already in position, it's got some sharp, very sharp points on it. So maybe I can use this, a bit of leverage, to get into this coconut, a safe way. So you just put it in once like that, You don't keep jamming in. Wiggle it in, and then start to just push down on the other side of the coconut here. In, wiggle, and push. Come around to this side. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. And all of this inside of this coconut is a good fire starter. All right, I've got a husked coconut now. See the little face in the front there? And all I have to do is pop in there. There we go. Oh, I need this. Go. Perfect. So the trick to this is simply to hit the coconut right dead center, just a bit, all the way around. Weaken it. There we go. And that way, when you open it up, 2 perfect halves and a lot of delicious coconut meat. The other benefit I have now with coconut is I can take it and I can scrape some, and this coconut mush, and use it as a protective oil from the sun. If I can eat 1 coconut a day, I can survive. They're full of a ton of essential nutrients, vitamins, minerals. Augment that with fish, whatever else I can find or catch out here, and it'll be some pretty good survival.
Six on the other side. 6, 6, 6. Okay, from the left, pull 1 up, and then pull under.
You know, there's often times where I will connect with, hook up with, be out in the field with varying survival enthusiasts, bushcraft enthusiasts, and the machismo that just gets displayed, like, you know, you gotta have the belt knife, and it's gotta be about axes, and it's gotta be about chopping wood, it's gotta be about trapping, deadfalls, snares, hunting. And they don't take the time to learn the skills of basketry, rope making, cordage, pottery, hide tanning. These are vital survival skills that anyone in a survival situation, and certainly within the scope of primitive technology, primitive earth technology, indigenous skills, knowing how to craft a basket can make the difference between being able to carry your fish home or not. Rope making, cordage, that all plays into that. And eventually, on down the line, into clothing making with hide tanning. So learning basketry, always vital.
Cooked fish. Same weaving methods that I find all around the world when it comes to using palm fronds. It doesn't change here or halfway around the world in the Amazon jungle. Jump over to Papua New Guinea, here in Malaysia. It's the exact same weaving method to make these thatched roofs.
One of the survival methods I've found that actually does transfer around the world is basket weaving methods. They're almost identical everywhere I've gone.
Quang của mình. Mình ngủ quang.
Sometimes in the night time when you go around, sometimes you'll find the coconut crabs around here, but there is coconut crabs around here. What our coconut crab does it?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's eating that out. Huh.
He even husked it. See, he poked. Remember the poked them out?
Yeah.
He did it exactly what you did.
Yeah. Coconut crabs.
He giving up. He giving up, but he just have a small one. He giving up, but he's actually from here. See, he stays here. He stays here, but he moves. But see how they husk it? Isn't that amazing, man? A small crab. I mean, it is the most dangerous crabs in the world. The coconut crab.
Take your finger off.
It like plies, man, nippers.
Yeah.
It kills any crabs in the world.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah.
So how do I kill it?
Well, if you want to kill it, smash it. You know.
See how close they let me get. I hope we won't fly away. It's just practice.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, perfect. Up. Boom.
Club in your hand.
Now, this next bit was learning how to hunt a particular kind of bird, the brown booby. And whenever I'm going to take game, I have to get the proper legal permits, licensing, permissions, whatever is necessary in the particular area. So just take note to that whenever I did Survivorman anywhere and I so much as caught a rat, that had to be permitted. I had to get the legal permission to do so. And so if I'm going to take a bird, for example, I want to know that it's one that legally is okay for me to take, that it's in abundance, that I can show it as a particular skill that's realistic. If you had to survive in this area, it's not just a hunting program, it's about surviving. And so that led me to being able to go after these birds that happen to be in season. And the interesting part about filming Survivorman is so much plays off of the seasons when I'm there that I can either miss a season by a day and be skunked out on whatever it is I'm going for, or I can hit it right on the nose. But in the case of these birds here on this island, it was a very lucky period of about 5 days. That's it. It's about a 5-day window. There are only rare circumstances where I can catch some significant game and put it in the episode.
Got a great opportunity for a meal here. If it's still there. Get back to it. It's a young booby, that's a bird, that has fallen down out of its nest. I don't think he can fly. This could be a real substantial meal for me. I might have a meal tonight. Now that is a survival meal and a half. You see, these boobies and different birds are nesting on the island right now, and all of the young are in the nests, and they can't fly yet. They'll fall out of the nest sometimes, and they'll either starve on the ground, or they'll get eaten by something else, or sometimes they make it. But in this case, I think rather than climbing a coconut tree today, I'm going to concentrate on getting a fire going and have myself one heck of a meal. Whenever you catch a wild bird, the best thing is to pluck the feathers right away. Body's still warm. Feathers come off much easier. All I really want to do is just open this bird up enough to take the insides out so that I can skewer it. I just want to get your fingers right up inside, break the membrane away from the rib cage, and pull. Okay, leave the feet on. I'm going to put that on a skewer. First I'll go wash it off in the salt water and have me a meal. And these are two big bags. I can cut all of this apart That's why I have it. I have it so that it's like being a diver that's stuck on the island. And so, well, I don't need this anymore for diving, right? So I'll cut it up, use it for survival, make something out of it. And now the other thing I have to decide whether I want to do this or not, is whether or not I have a knife. So I could be in here with a dive knife, right? So I got all sorts of stuff like this, including a full-on dive knife. But the thing is, what I'm deciding is if I want to also, sometimes it's good to make knives and that instead. So
Oh boy, perfect. Let's go. That's your climbing shoes.
yeah.
And one more opportunity to see me almost fail. Stick with it to the end. But this has been one of those things where people have said to me, well, what, can't you just, climb a coconut tree and palm tree and get the coconuts? No. Every time I hear stuff like that, where they compare maybe what I could do to what someone who lives in that area, grew up in that area, does, they forget that these particular individuals, they've been doing it since they were 4 and 5 years old. So for them, it's nothing. Now, first of all, look at the difference between his leg muscles and mine, but watch my determination and stick with it to the end, because it was a very proud moment for me, for sure. Take a look.
So from that loop, you just turn it around like that. So in figure eight. There. And then right there. That's your shoes. And hopefully I don't break it. There you go, see? Then you grip it on it. So you're actually forcing your weight onto it. Have a look, Les. Look my hand. So your knife. See? You've been climbing with the boot, see? You push it towards the tree, see?
Yeah. Okay.
So your knife.
Okay.
Okay. And your knife is here, and you cut it. Or, no knife, just turn. Forget about the knife. You twist it around, see?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
That's got to be way harder than it looks.
Grab on it. Grab on it. That's it. Lift your leg. That's it. Okay. Well, you're not doing right there. Yeah. Okay. Lift your leg. Hold grab. Yeah. Push your leg towards that way. Okay. Come down again. Come down again. Come down. Okay. So this is what you went wrong. Make sure it's on, like this, and then you stretch it, because you have to be here, not over here. So you stretch it. Keep stretching it. Okay. Stretch it until, so you grab it like this. Stretch. You wrap. Okay, see what? You wrap it. Push it away. Okay. Okay, push it. It's like you're pushing it away like that. See? There.
Okay.
Push to the side. That will hold. And then like this. Grab, hold. There. Grab. That's it. Push it. Yeah, grab. No, not like that. Not like that. See how you're letting it go? You slipped on the. You grab it. Grab. Grab. Lift your leg. That's it. Let it go. Go up. That's it. Grab. Push. Go up. That's it.
Okay.
Okay.
That's gonna take some practice.
Yeah. Close yourself next to it. Yeah, close it. That's it. That's it. Up. That's it. Up. Okay. Yep. Yep. When you hit yourself here, lift your arms a bit more. That's it. Keep going. Yeah. Have that grip. Turn it around. Turn yourself around. Yes. You take a lot of practice. Okay, come down. Come down. Okay. You can try. Exactly what you did, the other one. It's good. Good place. of you, mate.
That's my first coconut tree. That's cool. That's gonna look great.
You're doing perfect. First Canadian man that climbed the coconut tree. And he's a crazy man.
Yeah.
That's wild, mate.
It's just a baby tree, but hey.
Hey, that's not a baby tree.
Baby steps.
If you fall down there, you break your neck.
That's true. Yeah.
I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of you.